Welcome. I hope you enjoy the conversation you're about to hear between me and another comedian regarding comedy and religion. These are conversations I'm calling Disorganized Religion. God bless, and for those atheists out there, may nothing await you after this life.
As long as you have fun. I hope you have fun.
I gotta have fun right now.
Oh, it'll be fun. It'll be fun for everybody. Welcome to another episode of Disorganized Religion. We're coming to you not live. I mean, for us, we're live.
Wait, this isn't live?
No, we're taping it. I'm not going to edit it much just to make you look like an idiot. No. I'm your host, Seth Lawrence, as always. I've got the disembodied voice of Travis Clyburn.
Thank you, Elder Lawrence.
Did you look up what we're called?
I've seen the
now?
Book of Mormon.
I love it so much. And we're coming to you from the fourth wall in NoHo. It's a great
I didn't know
location.
you were an elder.
In my church, I am, yeah.
Wow.
That's my rank in the priesthood.
So you get to molest people now?
No, that's
You're
not
an elder?
a
Is that
that's not a thing.
That's not how it works.
No, you're never allowed to do that.
No, I think you guys are pretty good about not.
I'm not joining.
We're
then.
trying not
doing
to.
that,
Yeah. I mean, there are incidents, but we're trying not to.
Yeah.
And we are joined today by the fantastically down-to-earth Rob Tisdale.
Yeah, I'm down to earth.
You are.
Yeah.
You're like always present, I feel like.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I'm ready to go.
Yeah. Yeah.
Whenever you need me to leave.
I love so much your brand of humor, Rob, and I want to know where it comes from. Because you're dark, but I feel like it's also a character that you put on when you get on stage.
Well, it is, but it comes from
Real?
me just feeling empty inside.
Is that true? Is that true?
Yeah.
Yeah. So explain to people how would you describe your own comedy? Your own brand?
It's like silly jokes I make up about real life experiences.
Yeah.
Just like what I've been going through.
Yeah. But it's
pretty much my whole life.
But it's
I've
pretty
been
dark
suicidal.
stuff. Right. That's what I've
And,
heard you joke about the most.
Yeah.
Is suicidal attempts.
Yeah.
So what drew you? Yeah.
I guess like I have other jokes.
Right. Okay. about what? Airplanes?
Stapling clits shut and living
okay.
in my car. I have a bit about that.
Yeah.
But I guess just like the suicide stuff is I don't know, I just feel like I need to talk about it. Like it helps me if I talk about it.
Yeah.
So I just started talking about it on stage.
Mm-hmm.
And like it just resonates with me more. Like
Sure.
even though a lot of the jokes are really stupid.
Yeah.
It comes from a place that I know about.
Right.
And
Do you feel like audiences are more receptive or connecting with you more than when you do jokes about living in your car or other life experiences? Like, do you get more traction doing the suicidal stuff?
I think just stuff that I like.
Yeah.
I do better if
That
I'm
you find
doing
funny.
stuff that I like, that I find funny.
Yeah. Sure.
And I know suicide.
Yeah. So have you tried to kill yourself repeatedly?
I have.
once?
I didn't get far enough.
Yeah.
I'm thinking if I go off my mood stabilizers this holiday season,
You'll be okay.
I might be able to finish it.
You're going to try again on the mood stabilizers?
I don't know. I was thinking about
Seems
it.
counter.
After my good set last night, I was
You
like,
just wanna
maybe
get out.
They're like, this guy's
It's
not
time to
gonna
cash
do it
in.
now. And I'm going to be like, yeah, it's I'm doing it.
That's the weirdest rebellious like suicide. Now that I'm starting to do, I'll show them. They think suicidal people are just on the down. No.
That's what they're thinking now.
Yeah. Yeah.
They were
Wow.
making jokes about it, so
About
I'll
you
show
actually
them.
killing yourself?
Yeah, they said I never will.
Oh boy, they shouldn't challenge you.
I know.
You'll step up.
I like a challenge.
Yeah, it's not a good Stop that. Stop challenging Rob Tisdale to
Am
make.
I sitting correctly?
You're doing great, buddy. You're doing great. How's he looking, Travis? Is he looking?
Fantastic.
Yeah.
Whoa. Okay.
So have you been in therapy a lot of your life?
Yeah, I was in as a kid,
Uh-huh.
and then not really for a while,
Got it.
and then I was on Zoloft and stuff
Yeah.
in high school.
Yeah.
I don't know many people that having therapy or doing therapy as a kid helped. Do you think it helped you at all? Because I feel like that's a parent's solution
No.
for
Interesting.
Yeah, it's
not knowing how to talk to their own kid kind of thing.
right. I think that's
You think that's what it
was.
is?
Yeah.
Yeah.
that's what it
I don't know.
was.
We have my oldest.
My
in-
parents didn't have time for me, so they were just like, go to therapy. What? How?
I think there's probably
Why?
also some tools. We have my oldest in therapy for anxiety right now because we don't know necessarily how to help her through it, and so
Yeah.
we're
I
having
think
her.
it's different than my kid's weird and I don't like him.
Yeah,
Let's
yeah.
let him
But
talk
that's
to
why I was
this
curious.
lady.
Like, does mental health does that run in your family, or why did they send you to therapy? When did you start? You said, how old were you when you started?
Oh, I was probably 7.
Yeah. Okay. So-
because my parents got divorced,
Uh-huh.
and like, I didn't handle it well,
Gotcha.
and so then
So they
sent
were like,
me-
"Oh, it's just
they're like, he needs to go play
outsource
chess
this."
with a stranger.
yeah." Sure.
I was like,
Interesting. So they didn't. I mean, did they have a diagnosis or some sort of like reason to send you other than you were just being difficult, or? Does mental health does that run in your family, or do you feel like you suffer from anything in particular?
there's nothing in my family really.
Mm-hmm.
Um,
You're unique, Rob. You're a unique breed.
oh yeah.
Yeah. How big of a family do you come from?
Just me.
Yeah, you were the only child.
Yeah.
Gotcha. And your parents, did they remarry
Yeah, they remarried
to other
Yeah.
people? Yeah. So
Yeah.
did you split your time between the two houses?
Yeah, I went every other weekend to my dad's
Got it.
house.
Got it. Yeah. And what were your parents like? I mean, did you like spending time with one more than the other, or was it pretty equal for you?
I like going to my dad's because he just let me.
Yeah.
Do-
Typical dad.
Yeah.
Right. What movies do you want to watch?
That's where I got into trouble.
What movie, Rob? What movies do you want to watch? That's fun. Gotcha. So do you
No,
feel
he'd buy me cigarettes.
for real?
Yeah.
So how old were you when you started smoking?
I was 12.
Oh my gosh. Where are you from?
Florida.
Oh, all right.
checks
This
out.
fits. Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. What part of Florida?
Tampa.
Tampa.
Florida.
Okay.
Yeah.
Gotcha. So when did you start doing stand up?
I started a while ago and I did it for like 6 months
Uh-huh.
and then I quit.
Yeah. Like a while ago, you mean like a couple years ago or like 10 years ago?
Must have been 3 or 4
Uh-huh.
years ago.
Gotcha.
And then I quit and then I didn't start back again till like a year ago.
Oh, okay. Gotcha. So what drew you to stand up in the first place? Why'd you start doing it?
Well, I was doing improv theater for a while.
Yeah. Where
and,
was it at? UCB?
Yeah,
Second
UCB,
City?
and
Uh-huh.
then we had a coach from UCB,
Uh-huh.
and we had a group going, and then
And that was here in LA?
yeah, I had
Gotcha.
it at we had a group at my apartment. And I
Yeah.
was living with my girlfriend, and then we broke up, and then the group broke up, and then
Double
I was
whammy,
like,
dude.
groups.
I'm going solo.
I'm going solo, but I didn't do
Yeah.
any. I was like disillusioned, and I didn't do anything
Yeah.
performance stuff for a while.
Is that when you took the break, or that was before you started stand-up?
That was before I started stand up.
Okay. Yeah. So what'd you do for work? Or did
I was
you not?
selling solar panels.
Oh,
Yeah.
nice. You still hooked up with that
No.
that crowd?
Why you want some?
Maybe. That federal tax credit's running out now. You know, it's getting
Is it?
lower next year.
Yeah.
Yeah. Just trying to save the planet one house at a time.
Maybe if Bernie Sanders gets in, maybe
Oh.
he'll make free solar panels.
Yeah, right. Yeah. Look, nothing's free. I hate to break it to all the Bernie Sanders voters and supporters out there, but someone's paying, you know? So what drew you to stand up then? So you were selling solar panels. You got dumped twice by girlfriend and improv group. And then you were just selling solar panels, wandering around. Rob Tisdale.
Yeah,
What brought
I
you?
had
into the
like a
stand-up game?
breakdown.
Oh, really? Mentally or emotionally? All of
Yeah.
it? Just all of it. Yeah.
And I got sober,
Uh-huh.
and that was
The
horrible.
worst. Yeah.
Yeah.
What were you doing before sobriety? I mean, are you talking just alcohol, cigarettes? Or are you talking heroin? Are you talking weed?
Oh no, just drinking
Oh, okay. Yeah.
mostly.
Did
Yeah,
you do
just
AA
drinking.
to get sober?
I did at first, and then I isolated for like a year,
Uh-huh.
and then I went back to AA,
Got it.
and I did a lot of AA.
Yeah.
I was doing it like every day.
Yeah. Sure.
But then I was having like a lot of suicidal feelings
Uh-huh.
like all the time,
Yeah.
and it was bad, and it got bad, and
Sure. Like the more sober you got, the worse the suicidal thoughts got?
yeah.
Interesting. Is that what got you to drink in the first place, you think?
Yeah.
Really?
Yeah,
Yeah.
because I just felt bad all the time,
Yeah, sure.
and so
Gotcha. So you had the break, the mental breakdown. What put you in stand-up?
AA.
Really?
Yeah, I was in AA, and
Yeah.
everybody was telling me I should do it.
Go somewhere else, Rob. So did they come with you to your first open mic, or how did you do it?
Yeah, some of my friends, yeah.
Yeah. And how'd
Like,
that go?
We're into comedy, and like we went, and
Yeah.
one of my other friends did it.
Got it. Are they still doing it? Are they still doing comedy or no?
No.
Yeah. All right. So
No.
where'd you do your first open mic?
Actually, I did my first open mic in Tampa like a long time ago.
Oh, really?
And but it was retarded. I did some joke about like Muscovy ducks by the lake or something.
Yeah.
And
mean,
it was just silly,
It's
and
promising.
I was wild, and it
Yeah.
didn't make sense.
Yeah. So wait,
Uh,
why'd you do the open mic in Tampa? So have you always
Well,
been
I
interested in
was-
comedy
I have
or
a
no?
theater degree, so I was with some
Got it.
theater kids. and
Got it. You guys, let's
do
just go do
stand-up.
this. Yeah. Okay.
Try it out.
Yeah, sure. Fun.
I was experimenting in college.
Right.
And
With
yeah,
comedy.
with comedy.
The most dangerous kind of experimentation. All right.
So, but then after that, probably tribal, or yeah, maybe. No, actually, I don't know. It might have been with those guys. They probably took me to an open mic 'cause I didn't know where any were.
Yeah, out here in LA.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So it might have been at this guy's sandwich shop in Eagle Rock,
Oh, fun.
Dave's or something.
Oh. Yeah.
Yeah.
Dave's
That
chilling
might
and
have been
grilling?
it. Yeah.
Really?
Yeah.
I didn't realize he at his old location had. He makes a good sandwich. Have you been?
Yeah, it's good.
Have
Yeah.
you been, Travis?
I've not.
Dude, everybody.
There's
If you-
Dave's Hot Chicken though. These Dave guys are really
They know how to.
up
Yeah.
there.
Yeah. No, if you are in the LA area, if you're in Phoenix and you want a good sandwich, drive out here. He's got a nice shop. Dave's Chillin' and Grillin'. It's so good. He
It's
makes
good.
He makes a good sandwich. Anyhow, all right. So you did that. That's where you did it first, in LA. Did
Yeah.
you come out to LA because of theater? You want to do acting?
Yeah.
You still want to?
I went to Chicago first
Oh,
to
okay.
do improv. and
Oh,
then
sure.
I was gonna get on Saturday Night Live.
Yeah. What happened there? Did you
I
make some
realized
Asian accent that got you canceled? What'd you do?
my
Rob?
ex wanted to do more acting work
Oh, so you both you met in Tampa?
in Chicago.
Oh, in the Chicago. Gotcha.
Yeah, and then moved.
And then you moved. She
To
brought you out
LA.
here, kind of.
Yeah.
Do some more acting. Okay.
Yeah.
Gotcha.
So I started improv out here.
Yeah. And then
Took some classes.
right. How'd you feel about? Have you done a stand-up class or just improv classes?
I've done both.
Yeah. What's your
Yeah.
thought on the classes? You feel like they help or no?
I don't think they didn't really train me to do it as much as like give me a perspective on. I think it did help me like find my voice and just make me more aware of how I am on stage.
Yeah.
Just 'cause you go up and then people tell you like what you're
sure.
doing instead of
just leaving
people talking
from the open
behind
mic.
your back and you never knowing what they're saying.
Do you feel like you have a group now of comedians that you trust at open mics or shows after which you can be like, hey, was this, you know what I mean?
Yeah.
It gives you sort of that benefit of the class,
Like,
or no?
yeah.
Not
like
as much.
Jared Levin and I'll talk to him a lot about it.
Gotcha.
And
he's been helpful.
yeah, he
Good.
has.
Hey, shout out to Jared Levin.
Yeah.
Nice guy.
Yeah.
Good. All right.
He knows comedy.
Yeah.
He's been doing it.
Yeah, for a good while.
Yeah.
Yeah. So your persona, where did you develop this persona? Because the way I would describe, I feel like you put on a bit of a character when you're on stage, but maybe not.
Yeah. No, definitely.
Yeah. Because I saw you at a show a couple nights ago where I felt like you almost broke character. And you turned around because I felt like you were starting to laugh at the situation or your own jokes, and like that's not your comedic persona. You're very somber.
Right. You have to keep that
very
somber,
deadpan,
or the jokes aren't as good.
Yeah. Well, right.
It just comes from how I feel.
Yeah. Yeah. Sure. It
comes from
interesting
this place of just like I don't like when I was drinking, like that's what was giving me energy. Like it was my medicine for like everything.
Right.
And then I quit, and it's just like you just feel there's this huge hole.
Sure.
That you can't fill with anything.
Right.
And I don't know. I guess I just like I'm pretty burnt out. Like in high school, and then I drank for so long.
Yeah.
And but then also like I have these like suicidal feelings, like intense, like pain.
Yeah.
And so I guess I just combined like my mood and how I felt.
Yeah.
And just I guess I just thought like talking about like people get cuz like I talk about like that in AA.
Oh,
you know,
sure.
and no one really it doesn't really affect anybody in AA.
Right.
So I was making a lot of jokes about my mental health.
Yeah.
In AA.
And
that's how I how I got to stand up.
Yeah. Interesting. So, sure.
But then at first, and then I wasn't doing jokes about it for a while. And then I just wanted to do, like, it feels more authentic if I do stuff about, like, better, like, issues I care about. Which is, like, suicide. Like, I don't know. Like, I lowered my dose on my mood stabilizer by 50 milligrams. And I'm like, should I lower it another 50, or am I going to kill myself? So, like, I think about that stuff a lot.
Yeah.
Like,
that's
crazy. Do I need to be on medicine?
Right.
Or should I try to get off the medicine?
Yeah.
And kill myself?
I mean, probably should stay on the medicine, Rob. You should probably stay on the meds, dude.
It's bad for your...
Yeah, how did the meds make you feel?
I was taking more mood stabilizers, and it was making... Like, I was taking a lot of gabapentin, and it was making me real tired.
Yeah.
And I feel less tired now.
Yeah, because you've decreased that dose?
Yeah.
Yeah.
So
you following doctor's orders, though, on decreasing the dose, or are you doing it on your own?
I just did it.
Yeah, all right.
I was, and then... I was just like, I'm just not
too tired.
And then now I just take them like when I need them.
Yeah.
And
gotcha. Interesting. Are you seeing a therapist now, or no?
Not a therapist.
Uh-huh.
A
Psychiatrist. Yeah.
And
Gotcha. Helpful or no? Does it depend? How do you find a good psychiatrist, Rob?
she's not a therapist.
Right.
So she just listens to me and then makes decisions.
It's like,
on
here are the meds
what,
you need.
yeah, on what
Interesting.
medicine
Yeah.
I need. And
Do you feel like there's much of a back and forth with a psychiatrist, or no? Is it really
yeah,
just
we argue a lot.
Is that right? About dosage or about really the thoughts and feelings you have?
Well, she does. She's like, I try to get her to understand. Like, she'll go back and look at the history, and like, cause I just got her, and she's like, I have a lot of history.
Now she's evaluating. Yeah.
She's like, here you 5150'd yourself, but here, what happened here? And I'm like, no. Like, my girlfriend died here, and then
Your ex passed away?
yeah,
Oh my gosh. How did that happen? Did
she was real messed up.
she also commit suicide, or was it something else?
We don't know.
Uh-huh. Jeez.
It was mixed drug effect was the coroner's
Got it.
results. So,
Yeah.
but she was pretty like
Little
suicidal.
Marilyn Monroe action for her, huh?
She was pretty suicidal. Like,
Yeah.
up until that point,
That's terrifying.
because she had her kid taken away like a
Oh my
week or
gosh.
two, like 2 weeks before that.
Yeah, that'll do it. Jeez Louise.
So she was real up.
Yeah. So how do you find the humor in all these situations, Rob? Because I'm sure some of my listeners are like, what is funny about suicide? There could be nothing funny about suicide.
I think it's funny to want to kill yourself a lot and not be able to do it.
Yeah.
And fail at it. I think that's really funny.
So what
like
thing-
you're such a failure, you can't kill
You can't do
yourself.
it. Sure. Yeah. What has prevented you in the past from doing it?
Like kind of wild stuff. Like
Really?
yeah, like
Like coincidental stuff, or?
could be. Like,
Okay.
Like,
All right. This is
like
where
I
wanna
was
get into it.
gonna. I think I had just gone to an AA meeting,
Yeah.
and then there was a gun show that day that I'd planned
Oh.
to go to.
Okay.
To
yeah.
get a gun.
Fantastic. Yeah. Sure. Are you hearing
But-
this, Republicans?
But
This is
for
the
some
problem.
reason-
For some reason. Okay.
I had made plans with like my ex-girlfriend,
Uh-huh.
and for some reason I went to her place before I went.
So you went there early to her place.
Yeah.
Gotcha.
And then I told her
Your plan.
my plan,
Yeah.
and she just kind of talked me
Yeah.
into hanging out for a while, and then kind
Gotcha.
of talked me out of it.
Yeah. Interesting.
Because that was really weird. Like, I was just kind of, I felt no emotion about it. I was just going to go do it,
Yeah.
you know?
Yeah. And you don't remember why you went to her place earlier? Just had this feeling to go and went? Or you don't even remember?
I just had plans to go,
Yeah,
and I
so
was
like, I
just
may
like
as well go
sticking
now.
to my plan.
How dare you stick to your agenda?
Retarded. I don't know.
Interesting. Okay.
And I tried to kill myself like a couple years ago. I went back
Mhm.
to Florida for a little bit.
Uh-huh. See family? Family will do it.
Well, that girl was crazy, and I had to leave L.A.
Oh, gotcha. Yeah.
Florida seems like a good place to kill yourself, though.
I mean,
And ranking
my
systems.
friend did it.
Yeah.
My friend did it while I was there.
Oh,
so
my gosh. No kidding.
I recommend
Damn.
it.
Jeez. So is
Yeah.
that partly why...
My friend
Rob, this
said
is wild,
he was going
dude.
to work.
Uh-huh. And he went to work
Kissed
forever.
his family goodbye. Went
He had a family?
Went to like a house like 2 houses down that was abandoned.
Oh.
Called 911 and said, send an ambulance. There's somebody injured at this address.
Yeah.
And blew his head off with a shotgun.
Oh, my gosh. That'll do it. Oh, that's awful.
And then I tried to do it with a shotgun.
Yeah.
And I went. I got pissed. Like, my mom was like, talking
Yeah.
about something.
Sure.
And I ran into my dad's room and grabbed his shotgun.
Jeez.
And
Yeah.
he saw me, but he's old. Like, he can't take it
So
away
is this
from
your
me.
stepdad or your
No, my real
your
dad.
biological dad? Yeah. Okay. So wait, they get back together, or
No.
okay? Okay. All right.
No, I was on the phone with her.
Oh, gotcha.
Yeah.
Okay, I was just confused as to.
So I ran in and grabbed the gun, and then
Yeah.
but
And this 80-year-old man saw you.
yeah, and ran in
Yeah.
and was trying to take it away from me, and I had he had this box of shotgun shells.
Jeez.
And
Sure.
it has like every shell type.
Oh, so you didn't know
like
which one would fit.
410,
Yeah.
12 gauge, 16 gauge, like every type of shotgun
Right.
shell for like every type of animal, and they're all different colors. And I'm going through the
You're
boxes,
like, which one?
like, and I don't even know what the gun is, what type of gun I got.
Yeah. Is he a hunter? Why does he have all this?
Yeah.
Gotcha. A lot of wildlife to hunt in Florida, or is he just shooting
Yeah,
gators?
up
What's
in
he
North
doing?
Florida.
Oh, yeah. Sure.
So I couldn't figure out which bullet, and he started crying, and then that made me cry, and
Yeah.
then I stopped.
Jeez.
But I was ready for sure that time. I was doing it.
Yeah. Man,
was
that's
doing it.
terrifying. Jeez. So.
Because you got to be like in that dark place,
Right, of course.
you know?
Yeah.
If you're not like deep, dark with the passion
It's not
to
happening.
kill yourself.
Yeah.
I don't know. A lot of people make plans
Right.
to do it and stuff,
Right.
but I don't know how they can do that when they're not like real angry or
Yeah.
or
Yeah. Just in that dark place for a long time, you mean?
yeah, if
'Cause
you're
it'd have
there
to
for
be
a
like
long time. Yeah, a
making
long
plan,
time.
serious about it the whole time. Man. So, were you raised religious at all? Does religion factor into this for you ever, or no?
I wasn't raised religious, but my grandmother
Mm-hmm.
was very religious.
Yeah. Do you know what brand?
She was just into like all spirituality, actually.
Oh,
But
okay.
she was all about Jesus and stuff.
Yeah.
So,
All right. So she like a Wiccan? Did she do witchcraft?
no,
Okay.
but she would see visions.
Oh, sure.
Yeah.
All right. Do you
Like,
remember?
legitimate?
Did she tell
stuff.
any of these visions that she had, or
Yeah,
she was just
she
like,
would
I had a vision?
predict stuff.
What? Okay.
Or-
Give us an example. I'm curious.
Maybe not predict, but
Forecast.
like I almost drowned
Yeah.
one time, and she called and she was like, "Is Rob okay? Is Rob okay?"
Yeah.
And like she
Your
she
parents
knew
were like, we don't know.
she knew like she knew that something bad.
No kidding. Did you have a
something
pool, or
s-
where
just
were you?
happened.
Where were you
like,
drowning?
We were like on vacation somewhere.
Oh, gotcha.
Yeah.
Jeez. And so your parents what? Ran out and found you in the
Like
water?
my mom jumped in the pool like before anybody knew what was going on. She was like,
Jeez. After being on the phone with your grandma.
"No."
Oh.
She called after and was like,
Oh.
knew something
God, it had happened.
had happened.
Got it.
So yes, she would see stuff like that.
Interesting. That's crazy. All right. But you never like went to church or anything like that. Growing up at least.
No, I did a lot of acid.
It's the same, I guess, same thing. Right? You'd agree, Travis? It's about the same.
Kinda, yeah.
All right.
And I got like really burnt out on acid, and then
Yeah.
like I saw a lot of like demons and like like religious stuff,
Okay.
and I felt like God was talking to me. Like one time it felt like my trip stopped in the middle of a bad trip,
Yeah.
and this like everything went black, and then this door like of light opened from the floor
Yeah.
and was like, if you don't stop doing this, you're gonna die. Like a very
Interesting.
like sobering
Yeah.
thing that I'd never experienced on a trip
Yeah.
before.
Yeah.
So
So you did acid 5 or 6 more times and then stopped, or?
yeah, pretty much.
Yeah. All right. Now, did AA change that for you at all? Because AA seems to have a pretty religious undertone to it.
Yeah, you know, they have the whole higher
Or
power.
I guess
There's
spiritual.
God.
It's more spiritual.
There's
Yeah.
God in it.
Right.
Like
Right.
the word God like freaks a lot of people out.
Does it really?
Yeah.
Did it
'cause-
freak you out?
No, because I was born again Christian like when I got burnt out on acid. So I
Oh,
did
okay.
like we read the Bible in a year and
Oh, yeah. So wait, you burned out on acid, or you had the vision during acid or a bad trip, then you burned out on it, and then you started going to church?
yeah, and then I like
This
talked
born
to my
again Christian
grandmother
church? Okay.
and like I got baptized.
No kidding. In
Yeah.
this born again Christian faith.
Yeah, whatever it was, Baptist, I guess. I think it was a Baptist church,
Uh-huh.
and then I started going to like Baptist churches,
Gotcha.
non-denominational churches,
Uh-huh.
and stuff.
Gotcha.
And,
And what was your thought on all that? Did that help, or were you like, this is not so cool?
I mean, I feel like it was good. Like it's people that want to like improve their lives and get closer to spirituality and God and everything, but
Yeah.
like all the I think all the rules and just the like the convention of it
Uh-huh.
made it like too much like we're separate from the other people who don't believe in God or whatever.
Oh, yeah.
And then
Like you're
and
better
then
than them?
also then just maybe or different.
Uh-huh.
And then you're different from them because you're saved.
You're here.
and
right.
they're not.
Right.
And then like you can't get away from that.
Yeah.
You know?
Yeah.
But then also
But why would you want to get away from the cool group? You know?
I forgot what I was saying.
Oh, shoot. Sorry, I messed it up. So you were...
Sad.
oh, man. So you were talking about being sort of othered. You know, you were in this group. Felt
Oh,
nice to
yeah.
have that, but...
And then you're
Disconnected was not
expected
cool.
to do stuff like
Right.
I was like they did a feet washing thing
Oh, interesting.
and
yeah.
like I didn't like it and then they were upset because I didn't like it.
So wait, what?
I'm
Okay,
like-
you got to set the scene here. So what happened? You guys are all at church?
Yeah.
Uh-huh.
And
some are
we're
sitting
like
down.
washing each other's feet.
Yeah.
Yeah.
All right. Is this following some sermon on Christ washing the disciples' feet, I'm guessing?
Yeah.
Okay. And you were like,
and
this
I
is
was
weird.
like, I was like 19
yeah.
or
And
18.
Do you hate feet, or what was your problem, Rob?
Well, I never like touched anyone else's feet. I thought it was weird to like touch strangers' feet.
Yeah, sure. Fair enough.
Like,
Subjectively fair.
Yeah. All right. So you said this during this
yeah, I
practice.
was just like I didn't want to do it.
Like, I don't want to do
And-
this. And they're like, what's your problem?
Yeah.
Uh-huh. So
So
then you
it's
walked
just
out of
stuff
there with
like
clean
that.
feet? Or you didn't have anybody touch your feet?
No, I don't think I wanted. I didn't want my feet touched either.
I
I
don't
just
want any
didn't
part
want
of
any
this.
part of this.
Yeah, fair enough.
Imagine how jacked up feet were in Jesus' time.
Yeah, exactly.
That'd be.
Yeah.
Those
That'd be
open-toed sandals.
messed up.
Yeah.
You think people have bunions now?
Yeah. Dirt and
Yeah.
poop and...
That's why it was like a big deal in the Bible. It was like the ultimate like service,
Right.
You know, to
Yeah.
Don't
wash
want to touch
someone's
these
fucking
nasty things.
Yeah.
these desert feet.
Yeah.
Gotta wash these.
They get like those
The calluses.
sandworms in them and stuff.
Oh, yeah.
Oh.
Well, there's that
Real
woman
thing.
that washed Jesus' feet with her hair.
That's
Right.
Remember that?
Now she smells
She-
like.
Well, I mean, she's probably been dead for a while, but...
She was probably about to
I
kill
mean, after the
herself.
feet washing, not now. Now
She probably smells now,
she's
too.
a fossil now.
How dare you? Oh my goodness. Interesting. Okay, so you left the church, this born again Christian denomination, because they freaked you out with their feet fetishes.
Yeah.
Yeah. So what did you turn to next? Did you turn to any other religion, or were you just soloing it?
Just nothing. I went to college and I failed algebra, and then I joined the Coast Guard, and then
Oh, gotcha.
I
How was your
became an
time in-
alcoholic, and that's
Hooray!
that was my new religion.
Gotcha. How was your time in the Coast Guard? Did you like that, or was it?
The traveling was good,
Yeah.
but
What was the coolest place you went to? Georgia? No, I'm just kidding. The state, not the country.
Tasmania was really
Ooh,
cool.
wow. And
I
what
think
you?
there's any coast in Georgia.
Yeah.
It's a landlocked state. There's not much to. You can't really guard the coast of Georgia.
I love it. So, what'd you do in Tasmania?
Went to this place called Wineglass Bay, and it was like this pristine, like beach.
Yeah.
It was just so surreal.
Oh, that's cool.
It was like a dream.
Yeah.
Just 'cause the weather,
Sure.
and it was like a little overcast, and the wind was blowing, and
Yeah.
everything was kind of like ethereal.
Yeah.
And it was like an untouched place.
Yeah.
And there was just this one like little sailboat like out in the distance,
Yeah.
and I just like can't explain it. Like I've never seen anything
Right.
like it was
Yeah.
like dreamlike.
Yeah. Oh, that's cool. Then you turned to alcoholism and hooked up with the chick in Chicago and came out to LA, and now you're here.
Yeah.
Fun. So what
Yeah.
kept you going in comedy? Why have you stuck with comedy or what brought you back?
When I was in Florida,
Mm-hmm.
I just figured out that I felt terrible that I wasn't doing it.
Oh, really?
And like I was looking on Facebook, and like all my friends were going to see stand-up shows. And,
yeah.
And 'cause I wasn't gonna do it anymore,
Uh-huh.
you know. But then I just figured out like I had to. So I guess it
Yeah.
was good. I had to go back to Florida 'cause it like made me realize that I can't like stop doing it.
Yeah.
And it kind of gave me like a purpose in life.
Gotcha.
Because I'd just given up, basically.
And you'd given up because of the breakup and the improv team falling apart?
Just my whole life, like, fell apart.
Yeah,
like,
sure. Okay.
I went back to Florida. Like, my girlfriend died. Like, I
Right.
didn't have much hope.
Right.
And then my brother's an insane person, and
Wait, I thought you said you had no siblings.
well, he's a half brother.
Oh, got it. Okay.
I grew up alone.
Yeah,
But
gotcha.
I have a half brother. And he's crazy on drugs, on
Mhm.
like meth or whatever.
Sure.
And he
It's a big one.
He came back, and he was just causing trouble.
Uh-huh.
So I knew I wasn't going to be able to live there.
Oh,
you know?
yeah.
So,
Yeah.
and I wanted to come back to LA anyway.
Yeah.
So that gave me
Gotcha.
an excuse to
Yeah.
come back.
Yeah. So what do you like about doing stand-up comedy? Why do you feel like you have to do it?
'Cause I like performing. I've always done something
Mm-hmm.
in the performing arts.
Yeah.
But I don't know. I like stand up the best, 'cause it gets me like, I feel like it's kind of like an AA share,
Uh-huh.
where I get out and like you force yourself to go to an AA meeting,
Sure.
and then you share, and then you feel better.
Yeah.
Like sometimes that's how stand up is for me. Like I'm like, oh, I gotta go to Tribal Cafe, okay, and then
Yeah.
and then I go, and I'm sitting there, and I'm like, I don't even want to get up, and then I get up, and like, and I got some laughs.
Yeah.
Like I didn't feel like I was, 'cause I felt like before I
Sure.
went up,
Sure.
and then I feel better.
Yeah.
Like, even if I don't get laughs, I feel better
Interesting.
after I go perform, because it like I'm like, I get like in this like sedentary
Yeah.
state.
Yeah.
I think also I didn't tell you, like I have like a lot of back problems.
Oh, okay.
Like I have pain.
Interesting.
I have a lot of pain, like all the time.
Yeah.
So that also, I feel like that drains my energy.
The pain?
The pain.
Yeah.
So,
Yeah.
and that's like really me up.
Sure.
Like mentally.
Yeah.
Like being in pain all the time.
Yeah, absolutely. And do you feel like that all takes a back seat when you are performing? Because you're so focused on the performance, you're not
Yeah, for
Yeah.
sure. Yeah, it kind of like performing like kind of wakes me up
Yeah. Gets you out of
in a way.
your
Yeah,
headspace.
it gets me out of my head and
Yeah. Yeah. Do you think it's part of a connection too with the audience? Because I feel like part of the reason I love doing stand-up
Yeah.
is connecting with people
right.
over
Yeah,
things that
'cause
I
other-
don't. you
yeah.
know, yeah. That
Yeah,
you-
I'm out connecting.
Yeah.
Like socializing. Otherwise,
You
I
wouldn't.
wouldn't make
Sure.
myself go. I'd go walk my dog or something. I
Yeah.
wouldn't make myself go socialize. Like
Yeah,
I'm
yeah,
very
yeah.
introverted. I'm not gonna go out and start shaking hands like
Right.
the mayor of West Hollywood. you
Yeah.
know?
Yeah. Fair enough. Interesting. Cool.
So
So, what are your thoughts about spirituality now? Do you have any thoughts about afterlife or why we're here?
yeah, I think a lot about it.
Mm-hmm.
And I just don't know.
Yeah. Fair enough.
But I actually listen a lot to Abraham Hicks. Like
Oh,
the
yeah?
law of
Who's-
attraction stuff.
Oh, okay.
And I like law of attraction
Yeah.
because it makes sense to me, like maybe even if I can't do it all the time.
Yeah.
But like I feel like it's been true for me.
Is this more of a relationship thing, or is it?
No.
What is it about this law of
s-
attraction nonsense?
So the attraction is like if you feel good about something, it'll come to you.
Okay.
But if you want something and you feel bad about it, because you're feeling bad, you're never going to get
Oh,
what you
interesting.
want.
Okay.
So you have to feel good. Like you have to feel like satisfied now and then also feel good about what you're going after.
Oh, sure. Interesting. All right. It's a little bit of this like manifesting out
'Cause you
to
get-
the universe.
Yeah.
New wave spirituality.
It's not like God is going to like
Do
come
anything
save
for
you or
Yeah.
do anything.
Got it.
Because like I see people that believe in God
Sure.
and some people, I feel like most people
Yeah. Fair enough.
think they're special and God loves them.
Yeah.
And like I saw this one guy on Facebook yesterday
Yeah.
that had shot himself in the face, but only one of the pellets, it was birdshot, only one of the pellets like went into his nose, and he was like, "Oh, you know, thank God," like and all.
Jeez.
like
You don't
like
think
people
God
use
saved?
a God like that means that makes no
Yeah.
sense. Like if God
Sure.
if it was like God showed up just in time, he was buying clothes at Sears, and then he came back to you, and right before the bullet hit your brain, he like pushed them away, and then just one hit your nose. Like he's amazing.
Wait.
Can you believe he saved the guy?
Time out. Why is God at Sears? Why
They have good deals
I
on
don't know.
pants.
Why is he like just randomly saving some people, not
Yeah.
other people?
Sure, fair enough. Well, some
Like I feel like
he
it's
wants to hang out
it's
with.
spirituality. It's not this literal superhero that's granting wishes and saving lives, shopping
Yeah.
at Sears.
Right. Right.
So if
Interesting.
anything, it's more an invisible force.
Uh-huh.
So that's how I feel.
Yeah.
Law of attraction or a moral code. Like there's some invisible force that's part of life.
Yeah.
And in the more in tune you are with
With that
the
force,
good part
with the
of the
mitochondrions.
with the mitochondrians,
yeah.
then
Travis, what is that face, dude? We're just talking Star Wars.
Midichlorians.
Oh yeah.
Oh,
that's
yeah.
Mitochondrians. You're
That's
mixing up mitochondria and
Yeah.
midichlorians.
That's an actual thing, right?
Mitochondria is the
Mitochondrians.
powerhouse of cells.
Right.
It's the electro.
I believe
Right.
more in those.
And the
mitochondrians.
mitochondrians. Yeah, me too.
Mitochondria. For the love of
They're people too. They're mitochondrians. They're the mitochondrians. They live in me.
As we were talking, Rob, I saw Travis's face just go from pleasant acceptance to
Mitochondria.
frustrated,
That's science.
indignant.
has nothing to do with the Force.
Metachlorians. I'm sorry.
Which has also been deemed non-canon. So
Oh, the metachlorian?
yeah, because they hated the prequels so much that they were like, absolutely.
The 1, 2, and 3?
Yeah, it will never be spoken in a Star Wars
Good, I hated
yeah,
the
a
movie
con.
or a TV show again.
Interesting.
No more metachlorians.
Okay, so how long do you think it's going to be before they remake 1, 2, and 3?
Oh man, that's
Disney's going to do it though.
10 years.
Yeah.
And they're going to be like, well,
Does he have to
this-
die? I mean, George Lucas has to die, right?
Oh, for sure.
He has to be dead for a while.
He
before
still
they
has a
do it.
little bit of input.
Yeah, unfortunately.
Because he created it, unfortunately.
I know, but I mean,
Because in his old age, he's lost all sight. of-
yeah, all vision of what he could
It seems
do.
like if he sold it, then they should be able to do whatever they
Well,
want.
it depends on how they sell it, because they can sell aspects of it, but still he has, creative, rights or whatever, ability to dictate what really happens in Final Cut. So
Okay.
interesting. All right. Well, now that we've pissed off Travis with our Star Wars ineptitude,
So I'm plugging The Mandalorian. It's very
yeah,
good.
is it good?
It's really good.
Yeah, man.
What
Steal
is
it
it?
if you have to.
It's a Disney Plus TV, or but it's about Star Wars.
Yeah, I'm
What
only on
is
episode
it?
3 right now. Mandalorian is what Boba Fett is.
Oh, okay.
So it's about his people, basically.
That
Yeah.
sounds cool.
And there's
bounty
also a
hunters.
surprise.
Oh, so you get that show with Disney Plus.
Yeah. 'Cause
How many
Disney-
seasons or
Well, they just-
episodes?
It's only 3 episodes.
Yeah,
deep.
it
Three
just barely
episodes.
started.
And they do it weekly. So they're not doing the whole all of or I would
mass streaming
yeah, or I'd have watched it 20
binge nonsense. Yeah, right. Oh my goodness.
Very
So you
good.
believe in
Disney
this
Plus.
force that connects us all, Rob? You think we're all connected?
Yeah.
These are not the
Well, in a way, yeah.
yeah,
I think we are.
yeah,
We need people need connection to be.
sure,
It makes them healthier.
yeah. But I mean, we are social animals, right? I mean, this
Yeah.
is what Travis is going to say to us in about 2 seconds. Is
Yeah.
that our biology
Yeah.
is to be social. We're social creatures.
Right.
So it doesn't necessarily have to be the Metachlorian Indians that connect us all.
Yeah.
That was for you, Travis.
Thank you.
Yeah. So do you believe we all have a higher purpose, or what happens to us after this life? We one and done?
I don't think we have a higher purpose.
Interesting. Yeah. Do we
'Cause
come-
what would be the point of having a higher purpose?
Well, obviously the higher purpose would be the point, right?
But what when you're animals that live on Earth?
Yeah. We're above the animals.
Okay,
but yeah,
so we're above.
it depends on how. Yeah.
Okay,
Sure.
let's say that
Yeah.
we're above the animals.
Okay. I
and
like
we're
where this
here-
is going.
We're here on Earth.
Yep. So
What is the purpose? Like
Yeah.
everything is how it is.
Sure.
What do we need to do?
Yeah.
Everything's being done.
Right.
If there is a God, everything's being done already.
Well, what do you mean? What
God
wait, wait,
isn't
wait, what do you
doing
mean?
things. Everything is we exist.
Yeah, of course. Right.
Other than existence,
Yeah.
what purpose do we need to do?
We'll see. My belief is that we're trying to learn how to be like God. There are certain aspects of this life that help us become like God. And after this life, we continue that progression so that we eventually become a God.
We become a God.
Yeah. And we create our own planets and our own babies that go on.
Well, what's
Our
the
own
point of
planets.
that?
What do you mean? What do you mean? What's the point of that?
What's the point of
I mean,
so
so
the purpose
yeah.
purpose is to
Is to-
make more gods?
yes, to continue on.
Yeah,
You're
God
well,
training
then-
program.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's a God training program.
Well,
So your
if
idea
that's
of,
the purpose, then
well, your thought of everyone needing to be connected, I think, is a big part of the purpose, right? So we are all connected here in this life, and we are meant to create our own families, which is the highest form of connection, I think, and that continues on in the next life, right? After we're all resurrected, and the
why would you
eternities
need a next life though?
to continue
Why
that
isn't
connection.
this one good enough?
oh, this one's fine, but I mean, you've talked about some really terrible things, right? I mean, like
Yeah.
suicides and
That's what I mean. Why
death.
do you want an afterlife?
well, I don't think there will be more of that in the next life. I think a lot of the imperfections and difficulties in this life will be corrected, and
But there's always got to be contrast
sure,
for
yeah,
anything to exist.
yeah, that's true.
So you can't just keep
yeah,
getting rid of
no, that's true.
impurities unless
Right.
like
Yeah, unless there
unless
is,
gods are the stars because they're very pure
yeah,
and they're shining light.
right. I don't
And-
know. I don't know about that, but I believe they're all gases. But who knows?
Because you can't
They're,
you can't have
plasma.
utopia. You can't have utopia because there's
need
can't-
opposition.
Yeah, you need
Yeah.
some type of
I agree, but that's what
contrast.
Satan is. That's what the devil is. He's the contrast, right?
Yeah.
So we'll probably end up creating our own devil along with our own savior in the eternities.
But why isn't that how it already is?
I mean, that's what we
now?
think it is. It's a pattern that will continue on.
But why would you think that though?
I don't know. I mean, to me, that makes sense. That I feel like there is something in us that is eternal, that is forever, and that will continue beyond this life. So, for me, that
It's a
understanding,
feeling.
yeah, I don't think there's ever going to be definitive proof until Judgment Day or whatever, right? But
Yeah.
But yeah, that is the way I feel. For me, that rings true. That there's something eternal
There's something eternal.
that does connect us all, and that we will continue and create more of in the next life.
So
Yeah.
you think all these people, like trillions of people,
Yeah, continue on forever.
are going to always exist
Yeah, in some
in
form.
a spiritual, in some form.
Yeah. Yeah.
But why?
But why?
Is anything else
I
in the
guess-
universe
Well,
work
yeah,
like
for
that?
me, right? Like, no other animal on the earth is like us. Like
But,
bears aren't doing
yeah.
podcasts, right?
Right. We're
So-
highly evolved.
Yeah.
Or
And I don't think that's by accident, is what I'm saying. I believe evolution, yes, but I also believe God had a part in that evolution. And that we are meant to be where we are,
yeah.
top of the food chain, destroying the earth. We're meant to be we're meant to be there.
It seems possible because we are
I mean,
more
we're so
advanced.
far advanced.
We are way
beyond other
further
animals.
advanced.
Yeah. So for me, like, that doesn't come from nothing. That comes from somewhere.
But also, when you hit a point in an animal's evolution, does it speed up once they get the more advanced? I don't know.
Yeah, I mean, I think so, right? We've seen technology is growing exponentially, right? I mean, we all grew up with...
Because there's some things like trees that are just like, I'm staying a tree
Yeah.
for... I was born a tree. I'm not
Yeah.
evolving past tree.
Yeah, there are no ends
Tree is
out
where
there.
I'm at.
Yeah, that's precisely my point, right? There's all forms of life on this earth, but
Yeah.
for some reason we have certain capabilities that I think are divine, that are forever, and that will go on. Yeah. But,
Yeah. I don't know. It's
PETA might
possible.
disagree.
Yeah.
PETA might feel like there are animals that are forever. I don't know.
There could be.
There
All
could
dogs
be.
go to heaven. So.
All dogs go to heaven. Yeah.
Well, that's the thing.
great-
Like, why wouldn't animals be forever too? If why?
yeah.
I don't think humans are that
You don't think they're that special? The only eternal things?
because of our.
Yeah, maybe not. I don't
But
know.
why would we? It doesn't make any sense that we're so special that we have some purpose to fulfill.
I don't know.
Other than some type of life
yeah.
purpose.
You mean just for the earth?
Just yeah.
Yeah. Like we were evolved and now we should be taking
Just
care of the
because
earth
life
because the earth
makes
wanted
it.
it?
Yeah,
Yeah.
because life makes it happen, and it just has to happen
Maybe so.
because of how
It's
of
just
just
the
what
way
happens.
evolution works.
Just
I
the
don't
way
know.
it
Maybe
happened.
so, but Why? I don't know.
I just can't see like
I don't know
I
why
can't see-
gorillas aren't doing the same thing we're doing.
I can't
you know?
see like a powerful God like just creating things. It doesn't
Yeah.
make sense.
Interesting. Well, see, and I think the opposite. I don't know why there wouldn't be. Why would there not
And
be?
if there was, why would it create something and then disappear?
Oh, well, see, I don't think God's disappeared, though. That might be where we differ.
Where's God then?
I think he's always present. You know?
But yeah,
Through
but
his,
he's not
through his spirit. Yeah.
But he's just a spirit then.
Well, no, I don't. I think so. I believe in a Godhead, right? Father, Son, Holy Ghost. Heavenly Mother's up there, married to Heavenly Father. That's where we all come from. And that God's feeling, you know, his presence is really through the Holy Spirit. So, I don't think God has totally disappeared. But he's not ever visible. I think that's true.
Right. So why not? Why?
Well, you know, why were you never able to kill yourself, Rob? You know? Like I think God might have had a role in that. Maybe that guy's birdshot thing is not so far-fetched. He might just be
Yeah.
an idiot. I agree. But, you know.
Can't kill yourself birdshot.
Yeah, I
Put
mean,
a slug in that bag.
yeah, he was clearly not going for success. But,
Yeah, it's crazy.
you know, I think there are a lot of coincidences in life where we could all choose to think that's just a coincidence, or we can choose to think that's God.
Right.
And for me, I err on the side of choosing that's God, and I don't judge people for thinking it's just a coincidence. I think that's fine. It's just a difference of opinion.
But then what's a coincidence and what's God? Because to me, if you
Dude,
think
yeah.
if you think
Yeah.
then that something lucky
Yep.
is God,
Yep.
I think everything is God.
Sure. People dying is
Why
God
wouldn't
killing
everything
them?
is God?
Yeah. No, that's a good point. It's a good point. I don't think he intervenes as often as a lot of religious people do. I think a lot of life is just life. Bad stuff happening, good stuff happening just by chance. But there are certain instances that I've heard of where it seems, you know, that is to, you know, your grandma calling, checking in on you. That seems to me a little bit too eerie just to be a coincidence. But
Yeah.
maybe it was. I don't know. Yeah. How are we doing on time, Travis? 2 minutes?
Mm-hmm.
All right.
Well,
Rob,
what
anything you
was-
want to plug, dude? I love this conversation.
What was different about the grandmother thing was the emotion behind it.
Yeah.
Like she knew.
Yeah. Saying for
It wasn't
me,
a coincidence because she was so
Right.
passionate about she knew something happened.
Right. Exactly.
So
Yeah. So I think that's a big difference. But
I don't know.
I don't know. We could go on forever, Rob.
crazy.
This is fun, man. Anything you want to plug? Where can people find your non-titled posts on Instagram?
At Rob Tisdale.
Yeah.
Yeah,
I'll put it in the
you
show
can
notes.
Put it in the show notes.
I will. You can find him.
I post like the worst memes I can find. I post a
They're
lot
great.
of them, like 20, like at once.
Yeah. It's
And,
very fun. He's got a very fun Instagram feed to follow. Anything
Yeah.
coming up? This will probably come out in a couple
Some rape
weeks.
jokes on my Instagram.
Well, you know.
feed.
A good
They
rape
get
joke
in
never
there.
hurt anybody.
The good ones.
Good one.
Only the good ones.
Only the good ones. Any shows you got coming up in mid-December?
I
Can
got
we
a
plan that
flapper
far out?
show on the 22nd.
Hey, of December. Nice.
Flip
Yeah.
the flaps.
Yeah, that's fun.
That's it. I'm
Sweet.
not like Josh Edelman. I don't have a bunch of shows.
One day,
I'm
Rob.
not like Rachel D. Like
Yeah, one day.
2 shows a day.
Yeah, well, Rachel D. She's on a different level. It's because she's just,
'Cause she's hot.
yeah, she's a hotter lady. If I were a hot lady, I'd have shows all the time. Right? Right, Travis?
Fact.
Anything you got coming up, dog?
I'm doing Tao December 14th,
Yeah.
and then I think I got some other happening. I don't know.
Yeah. Well, on the 13th, we're going to do a show. That's going to
right.
be fun.
I got
yeah,
two.
yeah, yeah.
13th and 14th. I got
Yeah.
13th at the cafe, and then
Yeah.
14th
It's going to be
at
great.
at Tao.
At the Tao. A Tao. All right. Well, this has been another episode of Disorganized Religion. Thanks for joining us, Rob. Really appreciate the
Thanks.
conversation, man.
I feel worse, but
Oh, gosh darn it.
what are you going to do? It's over now, so we can't.
It's done.
Fix it.
We'll do some stand-up. You'll feel better.
All right.
Okay.
Good enough.
Thanks for joining us, guys. We'll catch you next week.